So you just finished the latest draft of your script. First off, congrats. But now the question at the top of most screenwriters' noggins is, what do I do next? Well, before frisbeeing your draft to a producer or decision maker, we need to get a second opinion from a trusted source. We need script notes. Now, there are some amazing professional script coverage services available online. You can simply pay them to comb through your work and deliver 5 to 20 pages of detailed feedback on your screenplay in a matter of days. However, this can be a costly process, and most times you don't even get to choose the type of reader who reviews your script. So, while the feedback could be valuable, it might come from someone who just simply doesn't connect with the material in the first place. Also, this kind of professional review is great for a later draft. But what if you're at an earlier stage in your work and you're looking for an honest, thorough assessment of your screenplay from a fellow writer, trusted colleague, or a mentor? How can you ensure to get the right kind of feedback of your script? What exactly is the right kind of script notes? First off, we're not talking about glowing reviews full of praise and compliments. I mean, it would be amazing to hear that your story resonates so much with the reader, but most of us aren't at that stage yet. No, instead, the right kind of script notes means that the person reviewing your material understands the story that you're trying to tell and can provide you with practical, proactive ideas, thoughts, and suggestions on what worked, what didn't, and what could make it better. But not all screenplay feedback is helpful, and it's important to know the difference between good and harmful script notes. Harmful script notes rarely come from someone with malice or ill will. Instead, it's usually a reader who has good intentions but is a little misguided. One of the telltale signs of harmful feedback is if it challenges the core concept of your story and pushes you to transform it into something that it's not, rather than try to make it better. Think of it this way. Sometimes you inspire the reader to have a new, similar idea for a story, and in their excitement, they try to actively pitch their new version rather than provide you with constructive notes on your current narrative. You should absolutely keep your eye out for these suggestions, as these kind of harmful script notes can completely derail your vision and lead you down a convoluted, disjointed path. No, instead, it's important to remain cognizant of the objective. How can I make my script better? And the answer comes down to a simple 8-step script note strategy that should keep your feedback on track. Most times, the reason for poor script feedback isn't actually the fault of our dear readers. No, it's actually because we didn't properly create the foundation for how to request and receive quality script notes. So, to ensure you get the right kind of script feedback, try to follow these 8 practical steps. First, choose the right person to review your draft, a fellow screenwriter or a trusted colleague. If you've written a horror script, then who is the resident horror expert in your circle? They might be a good port of call for an initial review. Try to offer them something of equal value or effort in return. Maybe you will read their work in exchange. Incentive leads to attentive. Then set the date for when to discuss. Without a finish line date, then tomorrow will always be better than today. Also, provide them with guidance on what it is that you want them to do. Should they look out for any style or grammar issues, or is it more about character and story cohesion? If you have any specific questions, give them a survey to fill out at the end. Stay tuned, more on that very shortly. Next, find out their preferred method of reviewing your work. PDF, final draft file, printed copy. Then remember to check in on them to see if they need anything. But really, it's just a nudge to get them to read if they haven't started. And finally, reward them for taking the time to help you with your script and your career. As you can see, the 8-step script note strategy isn't just about requesting feedback on your screenplay. There are other additional actions you should take, and that makes sense since this process benefits your project and your career. So you shouldn't expect to be passive. But there are some real key moments in these 8 steps that will absolutely help you receive the best possible feedback. And one of these steps many writers don't utilize is sending a script feedback survey along with their script. How many times have you sent your script out to a colleague for review, but the feedback you received was a little thin on value? The thing is, it wasn't their fault. They just needed guidance on what kind of notes to specifically send your way. And one of the best ways to ensure that you get the exact script notes you require is to provide a script feedback survey to your readers. This way, once they've completed reading your work, the reviewer has a full questionnaire that can guide their notes, thoughts, and suggestions. from overall story reactions to their opinion on your characters and your writing style. A script feedback survey is the perfect tool to get the exact feedback you need to help you make your next draft even better. But what kind of questions should you be asking? What is the best process for delivering the survey, receiving the results, and storing the feedback? Well, we have dived into this very question ourselves and came up with an answer. Presenting Writing Chop's brand new script feedback survey template. Using Google Forms, a free questionnaire service, we have crafted a fully customizable 28-question script survey that you can copy and modify to suit your script's needs. From multiple choice options, 1 out of 10 ratings, and short answer questionnaires, this script feedback survey is designed to be a super easy way for your awesome readers to give you notes that you require in the cleanest, easiest way possible. We have strived to provide a fully thorough, out-of-the-box script notes survey that you can send immediately. However, since you're creating your own copy, we implore you to make it your own. This means adding questions you think are relevant or removing or modifying any that you don't think you require. And best of all, when you send your script feedback survey link to a reviewer for feedback, all the answers will be contained in an Excel sheet for future access. So imagine you have 3 people read your script this month. Well, once they've filled out the form, you can get a solid consensus of their thoughts in one secure place, providing you with the right information to smash that next draft and get you one step closer to reaching your writing goals. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this chop and you're looking for what else to do before tackling your next draft, then click right here and we'll walk you through your screenplay promotional kit checklist, which features 13 pieces you're going to need to help you connect with the right decision maker who can turn your dream project into a reality. My name is Chris Brennan, and until next time, keep honing those writing chops.